Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval the Grim here, and today we are going to start a new series. A lot of you guys said that I should try to cover more raid stuff because you really struggle at raids. And at the same time I can use this opportunity to do some good things and promote somebody who has a smaller raid channel or who I find to be very great at what he's doing. So in this series we are going to take a look at some Injustice 2 mobile raid channels. I will do my best to talk with the dude that I'm talking about before and get his permission to do that. And then I'm going to go over one of his videos and I'm going to tell you guys how he's playing and why he's playing like that and how you can do it yourself. So if you are an Injustice YouTuber and you want to be featured in this series, just send me a message on either of the social media links that you will find in the description. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see more of this series, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Also hit down in the comments for any questions that you might have, and I will do my best to answer them to you to the best of my capacity. So without further ado, let's see who's our special guest today. First of all, we're going to take a look at boss Gorilla Grodd fight in which he's going to use a League of Anarchy team. You can see that in the composition of the League of Anarchy team you got the two mandatory characters, which are Last Left the Joker and Entangling Poison Ivy, and the third character is going to be Classic Superman, because in this situation it is much more worth it to reduce the Gorilla Grodd's defense using Classic Superman rather than use Justice League the Flash in order to give Last Left the Joker one additional fast attack. And that is exactly what he's doing right now. He's tagging in Classic Superman in order to use his special 2 and reduce the defense of the boss. That is why I recommend you get Classic Superman from the Arena store, because he's going to be a very useful support in raids. Now he's going to go ahead and keep tagging in and out between Entangling Poison Ivy and Last Left the Joker, because this is basically what you need to do when you're using the League of Anarchy team with all blades on Joker, because at the same time you will both be gathering procs for the all blades in order for Joker to do more damage, and at the same time when he's out the Entangling Poison Ivy will heal any damage he has taken. And as you have seen, he also used his special move, and a thing to keep in mind, usually when you are doing raids, over here he had the lag, and this is the second time I'm recording this because at first I was like, is my internet connection down? No, he had the lag. Okay, so he used his special move on Joker because generally speaking, when you're using a character that deals more damage with basic hits than with spells, you are much more advantaged if you use your special move. And right now he's doing the infinite combo. He got a tank Entangling Poison Ivy and she will not die by that super move, and now she will eventually heal back up. With Last Left the Joker, the infinite combo is that you use your second special and then you swipe back in and do a short combo. And then if you have enough power you can do yet another special too. Right now he's doing one special one, goes back in, doing a second special one as I said before, and goes back in. And he's not going to go for a third special one because if he stays longer in the fight he will lose some of the procs of the all blades. Right now he's going to use that energy that he have left out to do again one combo, heal up again with Entangling Poison Ivy, and keep tagging in and out to keep that all blades stacked up. You can see that there's a meter over there. He has 3 stacks of the all blades at the same time, even though they don't have all of them enough room on the screen, and that's important. You can see that he stays in the fight only as long as that third stack of the all blades is up, and as soon as that's down, even though he could continue the infinite combo, he tags out to get another one. Over here he slipped up, but he followed up very nicely with the second special and saved that situation. You need to be careful because you can very easily die with Last Left the Joker, funny enough. But he played that perfectly, and now he's tagged in, and I think he will stay in this until the end of the fight because there's not really that much time for any tag out, and yes, this will be the end of the fight. Beautifully executed, and is going to go up to a total of 30 million damage. Beautiful. Now we're going to look at another video. This is a much older video. I'm not even sure he had an artifact here, but that's not a problem since most of the beginner players will not have an artifact when starting out raids. And you can see that he's fighting Horrifying Scarecrow, and you might be like, what? Two of his teammates died, is he okay? Well, of course he's okay. When you're fighting Horrifying Scarecrow, the damage he's going to deal splits among all teammates. So every single time you are much better off letting all your teammates die and fighting only with one character. King of Tents Aquaman is a character that needs to cast special attacks in order to build up his attack damage. So the more special attacks he's going to cast, the more attack damage he's going to get. So you need to get that pumped up very quickly. And a quick trick about the Horrifying Scarecrow: if you swipe back and he jumps, after that he's going to use a special, usually special 1, sometimes special 2. So if you want to control him not getting at his special move yet, all you need to do is jump back until he does a jump attack himself. And after that you can be sure that he's going to cast a non-lethal ability. And he actually got the ultimate of Horrifying Scarecrow, special move of Horrifying Scarecrow cast on, but he's fine. And as you can see, he's now reached the maximum stacks of King of Titans Aquaman passive, and you can see that by the glow on his hands. Now he's going to gather up combo. He got killed, but I think that was intentional in order to have full health and not worry about that anymore. And right now he's going to build up a big combo and gather energy, and he is going to deal a big chunk of damage. Right now he's going to use his special move in order to boost his attack even further, and right now I think he will be looking forward to only use special 3 combos. And you can kind of have an infinite combo in theory with King of Titans Aquaman special 3. The only problem is that you don't have infinite energy. Right now he's going to use his special 3 on Horrifying Scarecrow, and he is going to keep him in the corner. See the second special 2, and he keeps chaining. You can chain with a full basic combo if the enemy is in the corner, and you can chain King of Titans Aquaman special 3 with a swipe right short combo if he is not in the corner. And right here there's a pretty neat trick that you need. It's kind of hard to do, to be honest, but you need to block Horrifying Scarecrow's first attack and then riposte back. I'm not very sure myself how to do this because I'm not fighting Horrifying Scarecrow, but I've seen this used on a lot of characters. So you need to block for the first split second and then you can continue hitting him infinitely, because his animation attack is so slow that yours is going to hit first and you are going to keep him locked in the corner. And this is all for this fight, and he is going to score a total of 16 million damage. That's great. Now we're going to take a look at some Silver Banshee gameplay, and he is going to be using Predator Batman in order to disable the special of the enemy boss. For those of you who don't know, Silver Banshee first of all needs to apply her second special to the enemy, and then each time he's going to cast a special on that enemy, she's going to normally disable one of his abilities. And she wants to disable his abilities because her special tree is boosted depending on how many of the enemy's abilities are disabled. But you can skip all this process by using Predator Batman and by default disabling all the enemy's abilities. And that way it takes much less time and it is more optimal, and you can use more easily the all blades. You can see over here he used his special 1 and then he tags in with Silver Banshee and uses special 3. Unfortunately he didn't crit. Again, tag in Predator Batman, use special 1. Make sure your combo chain is good so your Silver Banshee doesn't get hit. Right now he didn't quite have enough energy, but it's okay to tag in just for the All Blaze proc. Right now he should be fine on energy, and a special 3, unfortunately not a crit, but beautifully executed. Again, a special 1, he keeps fighting that Dr. Fate, and she's going to tag in Silver Banshee again. Again, not a crit. Damn, this is such an unlucky match, but the gameplay is on point. The thing that you need to keep in mind is that because of the old blades, your Silver Banshee is going to end up being very low HP, so you must be calm while you do this, but there is no problem since Dr. Fate doesn't have any very high ranged abilities, so you can just cast your special tree and then just back off and you shall be fine. Also, again, not a crit, he's very unlucky with the crits, but the gameplay is on point. Very plain and simple, basically. You just disable his abilities with Predator Batman Special 1 and then tag in Silver Banshee for a special tree. And you can do this pretty early in the game, since Silver Banshee has a challenge up that you can acquire her by doing the challenge. The Supergirl or Dr. Fate that you're going to need for the power reduction are easy to acquire, and Predator Batman is going to be in the arena shop. And you can easily do this in tier 6, he's doing this in a much higher tier, but that shouldn't make any difference, and you can do this in your own raids. If you manage to gather all these 3 characters and if your Silver Banshee is strong enough in terms of damage and your Predator Batman is not going to die that easily. Again, not a critical hit. I don't know what's happening in this match. He is getting extremely unlucky. He's getting lucky with the crits on Predator Batman though. Yet again, not a crit. I don't know what's going on here. This man must be extremely unlucky. So right now is going to be the last one. Is it going to be a crit? And yes, finally a crit. This must have been the most unlucky Silver Banshee match I have seen in my life. And he's going to get 20 million damage. Well, this was all for the first episode of this series. I honestly don't know how well this went or how good am I at commenting over other people's raids, but I'd like to thank very much to Redblade for the cooperation for this series, and I want to remind you yet again that you should definitely check the description and the pinned comment for the links to his channel and the links to the videos that I have reviewed. And one of them has more raid fights, so you should definitely watch all of them, and you should watch all of the raid fights that you want on his channel. So go ahead and don't forget to check him out and subscribe. And also let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this series, if I should do this in the future, if you like it and if you found it helpful. Also, you can ask me any questions down in the comments, and if you are an Injustice 2 Mobile or a small raid YouTuber, you can message me on the links, on the social media links that I have left in the description. And if your content is worthy, of course I'm going to go over it, get myself a nice video for my viewers and a nice explanatory video for my viewers from it, and you will get some shout out and some love from the community. This was all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.